Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Elijah Talks Football and welcome to the Premier League predictions episode number 20. And this video is part one because this weekend is the start of the Premier League winter break. So that means that there's only going to be 5 games because there's normally 10 games throughout the weekend, but starting from today all the way up to Sunday, it's only going to be 5 games, and all of them are going to only one of them is not going to be that good, but some of them are going to be absolutely tasty. You know, the likes of the Newcastle versus Manchester City game. You got the West London derby. You got the big one, Manchester United versus Tottenham. And the great news is that all of these games is going to be live on TV. So there you go. So at least there's not going to be every 3 p.m. kickoff where you're going to be like, oh, how am I going to watch this game? All games is going to be live in the UK, whether it's on TNT Sports or Sky Sports. Them games are going to be featured live. So yeah, that's what I'm happy about. So there we go. So today's video is going to be part one. So join me next Friday for part two. And since there's 5 games to predict, that means it's going to be a very short video. So there we go. So don't worry, I'll take my time and I'll tell you guys all about it later. But it's gonna be a short video. And this is the first time that I've never ever done the predictions with the whole game. So this is the first time. And maybe Premier League winter break is a good thing. Maybe it is. So there we go. And that's why teams in the Premier League have only got 2 league games. This weekend, next weekend, and the midweek games on the last week of January this year. So there you go. So games are coming in thick and fast, and plus teams are in the FA Cup replay will have to play next weekend. So maybe the Premier League winter break is a good thing. So there we go. All right, guys. So before we get this thing started, make sure you guys are hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and the other series I've done so far. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Click the bell notification so that you never miss any of my YouTube content. And make sure you click the share button so that all of you, your family and friends can tune into my channel and give their predictions as well in the comments down below. And let me guys know where you agree or disagree, and tell me the reasons why you predict that game to be a win or a draw. So yeah, if you guys can do that for me, then that'll be great. So without further ado, let's start. All right, so the first game is later today, and it is Burnley versus Luton Town. Now, this should be a very good fixture. That game is kicking off at 7:45, so not long to go. Now, Burnley, of course, I think Burnley lost their last game against Liverpool. Yes, they did. But in that game, they're really good, against Liverpool. I mean, they didn't create enough chances. They started off really well, but their final product was absolutely horrendous. Whereas for Luton Town, they started to do well under Rob Edwards. You know, the Chelsea game, they're 3-0 down, but you can see in the second half, they hit the post so many times. And like I said, as a Chelsea fan, we were lucky to win. Because if we would have bolted it, I would not be surprised. Well, I should be because I've never seen that before. But I wouldn't be surprised about Luton Town beating us because that's what I predicted. So yeah, Luton Town are starting to really pick up form, and if they keep on doing this year, I believe they'll stay up. And for me, I think that's a good idea for them to stay up because I had them in for the team to be relegated, but if they keep it up, I'll hold my hands up and I'll prove and I'll say sorry to Luton fans predicting you to get relegated. So there we go. But yeah, this is going to be a very very good fixture. Of course, this weekend is the start of the African Cup of Nations and Asia Cup. So it's only Man City and I believe Burnley are the only teams that none of them are going to the AFCON. So there you go. Let me just see. Let me just have a look. Let me see which team um is well, let me see which teams are not going to AFCON. Give me 1 second. Um, Give me 1 second, guys. Which team is not going to AFCON? Go, give me a second, guys. Let me just figure this out. Let me just have a look. Um, come on. So yeah. So it looks. Sorry, guys. This. Yeah. Okay. So Asia Cup. Yeah. Let me just have a look. Okay. Yeah. Look. Yeah. Man City, Newcastle, and Burnley are the only clubs who have zero call-ups. So there you go. So for teams not losing to the AFCON, maybe that could be a good thing. But listen, Luton Town, they may lose their player for to AFCON, but they still are still performing. So for this game later on tonight, it's so difficult to predict, but I'm gonna go for a Luton Town win. And I feel like yeah, Burnley beat them at their place, and that was the only win that they have. So yeah, they beat them 2-1. So listen, I think Luton Town will get revenge. So I'm gonna go for Burnley 1, Luton Town nil. Burnley's goal scorers, I'm gonna go for James Rodriguez for Luton Town. I'm not sure if Elijah Adebayo is going, but if he is, then yeah. But I might go for Ross Barkley and Morris for to score for Luton Town. Because yeah, they're really improving. Rob Evers is starting to really make the fans happy. So other than that, after I wanted to go for a draw, but I thought to myself, now you know what, should be a really good game. I'm not sure who's gonna have more possession, more chances, and all that stuff. But I feel Luton Town will just make Burnley even more really struggle and just absolutely hopeless. So yeah, for this game later on tonight, I'm gonna go for Luton Town 2, Burnley 1 at Turf Moor in East Lancashire later on today. So there we go. Right, we've got two Saturdays games, and both games will be live on TV. So Chelsea versus Fulham will be live on TNT Sports One because that's at lunchtime kickoff at Stamford Bridge, a West London derby. Then we got Newcastle versus City, 5:30 p.m. kickoff. That will be live on Sky Sports. So there we go. So yeah, let me start with Chelsea against Fulham. Now, of course, Chelsea, I'm telling you, out of the 74 games, we have lost 31 times. Yeah. And the only teams, yeah, to lose more than that in the league is Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. And that is one because both of them lost 32 times. I'm telling you, Chelsea Football Club is in an absolute mess. From top to bottom, everything is just rotten. And my expectation for 2024 is to improve the league table, every single competition, just to improve. But what I saw against Middlesbrough on Tuesday night was something but a disgrace. I mean, I know I keep on saying this, but that was the worst performance I've ever seen in the Carabao Cup. Not in the league, though, but in the Carabao Cup. Because there was no spirit, no fight, no passion. Players were just not clapping the fans after they traveled 5 hours. My friend Alex traveled 5 hours by train, and some of them, like he said, had to travel 9 hours because of the delay. And the players only want to clap the fans. And I only saw Thiago Silva apologize to the angry Chelsea fans. Yeah, and like I said, he should be. I if Thiago Silva is like captain or the next manager, I wouldn't mind because he cares about Chelsea. Cares about the badge. The players, but the rest of the players and the managers that walked out ought to be ashamed of themselves. Because yes, you can lose games, but you still have to clap the fans that made the journey. And listen, don't get me wrong. People say, "Oh, you only lost 1-0." I know that, but it's the manner of the which defeat. Yeah, you can lose games, and you don't lose like that. If you lose games or hard fighters and give it 110%, that's why I'm not going to be mad. What I saw on Tuesday night was nothing but a disgrace. Whereas for Fulham, they've lost 2-1 against Liverpool, but they've done title of the game. If they would have had better chances of putting him above the net, that game could have been a different game, you know. And let's not forget, when these two teams faced each other in October, Fulham dominated us. They did. So listen, I know we've got 3 games in January, except for the Liverpool one, and Pochettino, man. If we lose this game, and don't get me wrong, if we do lose this game, I will not be surprised. Because just I wasn't surprised against Middlesbrough, the way we conceded, because I've seen this time and time again. Like Pochettino, man. I know you're not watching this right now, but if you are, you better fix up because you're on strike one. Yeah, you are on strike one. If you don't win this game, and if you don't beat Middlesbrough, yeah, and you don't beat Aston Villa, because those are the 2 chances, yeah, that we're going to finish in Europe. Because we're not making the top 7, and we're going to likely to finish bottom again. Because Bournemouth and Wolves are on the same position as us, you know. And thank goodness they don't have that game until next week. But I swear to God, if we lose this game, then he's going to be on strike too. And if we don't beat Middlesbrough, then I want him gone. So Pochettino better fix up. And the only way for us to do, and the only way for you to do that, yeah, is to have a better start of play, stop putting players in the one position, and put in the right substitutions. Because whenever I see him making individual mistakes, I just know we're not going to win this game. I just ain't. And people have been telling me, "Oh, why can you not be positive for once?" I want to be positive. I want to back my team, but they're not giving me vibes. They're giving me nightmares. That's why you don't see me going out of chest and say, "Oh, Chelsea are back." You don't see me saying that because I'm not deluded. You know, I have simple facts. I'm using my brain. I'm seeing the reality of this club, and plus, I didn't want him in the first place, and people on my neck. Saying, "Oh, he can do well with young players." Yes, I know he can. But I want a proven manager, a win manager who has been the titleways and won things. Because that's what Chelsea Football Club were before Todd Bowley came in. Biggest club in the world, third biggest club, because it's Real Madrid by then is Chelsea, the most successful club in England, winning trophies every single season, finishing in the top 4. We're not like that anymore. And something needs to fix from top to bottom. The medical team, everyone needs to fix up. Or I want all of them gone, except for the players that they do care. The ones that don't care, they can leave. Poch, he can go. The recruitment team, the medical team, they can go. Because I don't know what's going on with injuries, man. 14, you know. The good news is that Ben Chilwell, Badishil, and Colin Chukwuemeka is expected to be on the squad tomorrow, but I wouldn't wax them, be in the squad until they're fully fit. The Chelsea Football Club are in a mess, and for this game tomorrow, I'm not so confident whatsoever because I predicted 2-0 Middlesbrough, and I really thought we would turn up, but the players just really disappointed me, man. They really did. So for this game on against Fulham, like I said, I won't be surprised if Fulham beat us because teams who are in the bottom did. Forest, Bournemouth could have done it. What can I say? Sheffield United, Luton Town almost. So what can I say? So for this game, I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go for 1-1 because my head's just all over the place. And the reason why I predict a Chelsea win is because I know Pochettino will do the same thing over and over and over again. No tactics, substitutions wrong, the lineup wrong, the performance, everything is wrong. I know he'll do the same thing again because he does know he starts 11. He does know to use pairs properly in the right position. I don't know what's going on with him. So that's when I predict to draw. It's as simple as that. If we win, good. But if we lose, I won't be surprised and it's going to be another depressing video. So there we go. See, I'm going to go for 1-1 draw. Right, the next one is Newcastle versus Manchester City at St James Park. Now, I don't know what's going on with Eddie Howe. Of course, he did win, and against Sunderland, their biggest rivals for the first time since 2011. But before that, their couple of results hasn't been that great. The last team, teams that went to James Park and won is Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. So can Man City be the next one? Because I'm telling you, they got Kevin De Bruyne who is back. Erling Haaland is expected to be back soon. So if you're a Newcastle fan, you're gonna have to be worried because You've got 14 injuries. I think Man City only have one at the moment, which is no, not Phil Foden, that defender's name, John Stones. It's only him that is injured. Well, Newcastle, boy, oh boy. But listen, it's going to be a really good game. It's going to be tight. I see both teams scoring goals, but listen, Eddie Howe needs to win this because they're 1 point out of Chelsea. They're in ninth place. If Chelsea beat Fulham and the Newcastle lose to Manchester City, they can go from ninth to 10th. And things are not looking good. So the pressure's on Eddie Howe, because you finished bottom of the Champions League, which is not his fault, you can say. You're in ninth place, you're out of the Carabao Cup, and you're just going for the FA Cup. You know, Newcastle cannot afford to be, cannot be like top four and then ending up below 10th. That cannot seriously happen. So Eddie Howe needs to win. But if I was a Newcastle fan, I will be a bit confident because it's at St James Park, but Man City they've got their players back. Like I said, only one injury, that's John Stones. So yeah, for this game on Saturday, which is tomorrow, I'm going to predict a Man City win. I'm just going to only go for 2-1. It's going to be a really tight game. I feel like Man City will dominate just a little bit. They'll create more chances because Newcastle will score, which I think Alexander Isak will do. For Man City, I see Kevin De Bruyne scoring if he is starting, um, and also Phil Foden because he's getting back to goal scoring form. So yeah, those are going to be the goal scorers for that one. For Chelsea, it's tough to say, but I'm gonna go for maybe Palmer if he plays as a number 10. For Fuller, I'm gonna go for maybe William because I think we're gonna concede a set piece. So yeah, that's gonna be that one. So yeah, Man City 2, Newcastle United 1. If Newcastle win, I wouldn't be surprised because they have beaten them in the Carabao Cup when these two face each other in September. So I wouldn't be surprised. But Man City, Kevin De Bruyne is back, so I know he can like get Man City back to winning form. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1 to Manchester City. It's as simple as that. So there we go. All right. The next one, which is Super Sunday, is Everton against Aston Villa. Now, Everton of the last couple of games have been looking a bit dreadful. I mean, they've lost to what was Everton's last couple of games? Give me a second because let me see. Everton. What was their last couple of games? Yeah, they drew against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. Sorry. Yeah, they drew against Palace. They lost against Wolves. They lost against City. They lost against Tottenham. The only win that they've got was Burnley, and that's like about a month ago. So yeah, they've even lost to Fulham in the quarterfinals. So there you go. So Everton of the last couple of games have been looking a bit shaky. But listen, I'm glad to say that I'm not sure if David Calvert-Lewin card is removed because I hearing that he still goes there, but to me, I hope it gets removed because that for me wasn't a wake call for David Calvert-Lewin. It's not. So there we go. But yeah, for Aston Villa, I'd like to say congratulations to Unai Emery. He wins for the second time, manager of the month for December. Only one defeat, and I think that time it was Forest. Yeah, something like that. So Unai Emery's doing a really good job, and yeah. And listen, Liverpool and Arsenal are not playing until next week. So check this out. If Aston Villa beat Everton, they can go top of the table, I believe. Or is it that? Yeah, they can go top. Wait, goal difference. Who's got? Oh yeah, sorry. No, they'll still be in second, but they'll be on the same points. Yeah, as Liverpool, 45 points, and they'll be 5 points. Um, clear of Man City and Arsenal, depends on the Man City result. So yeah, Villa away to Everton. I mean, it's at Goodison Park. It's a difficult place. Sorry, it's a difficult place to go to. But for me, um, yeah, for me, it's so tough because Goodison Park is still a difficult place to go to, and especially on the Sean Dice. So Everton needs to start picking up wins. But for Villa, they're starting to pick up form. They just managed to beat Middlesbrough 1-0 in the FA Cup. So yeah, I think both teams will score, but I see Villa winning this game. So I'm gonna go for actually no, actually no. I think Villa might keep a clean sheet, you know. I think they will. No, actually, no. Everton, no. Yeah, Everton will score, but I think Villa will get that win. So I'm going to go for 2-1. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Villa, just about, because it's really tough. It's really going to be a difficult game for both teams. But listen, Villa on the title ways, you know, they're unbeaten up, ever since that loss against Nottingham Forest. So they're doing a really good job. But for Everton, their last couple of results haven't been that great. So, and looking at the table, yeah. They are in 17th, and they are only 1 point above Luton Town. So Everton need to get this win, you know. They really need to. So yeah, for this game, I'm gonna go for Villa win, unfortunately. And yeah, like I said, if Luton Town win tonight and Everton do not win on Sunday, Luton Town will be out of the relegation zone for the third time ever since the Everton goes that point deducted. So there you go. So yeah, so I'm gonna go for 2-1 to Villa. I'm gonna go for Ollie Watkins and Douglas Luiz to score for Everton. I'm gonna go for Decore to score for Everton. So there we go. So yeah, 2-1 to Villa. It's going to be my prediction for that game on Sunday. Then we move on into the big one, a really big and special Super Sunday at Old Trafford, 4:30 p.m. kickoff. Manchester United versus Tottenham. Now, Manchester United have lost 9 games, but listen to this: if Man United win, there will be 5 points, so I actually 6 points behind the top four because Tottenham, I mean Arsenal starting to drop points, you know, West Ham and Brighton, all that stuff. So yeah, Manchester United need to win because if they beat Tottenham, um, they could they will be they will be in seventh place. So that will not change everything, but they'll be this close to actually finishing the top four. So Manchester United need to get that win. Whereas if Tottenham win, and Man City and yeah, if Tottenham win and Man City and Aston Villa lose, Tottenham can go from fifth all the way down into second or third. Depends if they have a better goal difference in that game. So, geez, look at this. The title is eating hard. You know, the likes of Liverpool, Villa, Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham. You could probably say West Ham, but I don't think they win it. So, yeah, so it's a must win for both teams. And by the way, Manchester United, the only draw they've got was against Liverpool. But take a look at this: 10 wins, 1 draw, and 9 defeats. Yeah, 15 all competitions under Eric Ten Hag. So he's under some serious pressure. So if Man United lose this game on Sunday, that could be 10, you know, and yeah, and Eric Ten Hag is keep on breaking the worst records, you know. He really is. So Eric Ten Hag needs to get this win, you know, especially at Old Trafford. And yeah, listen, if Man United if Tottenham play a highlight against Manchester United, then I see Tottenham getting absolutely destroyed. But if Ange plays the way that he wants to do, then I see Tottenham maybe gets the result. Maybe a draw at least, because I don't think they'll beat them, but maybe a draw. But listen, we're going to see what Tottenham do against Man United on Sunday. To me, I think Man United will dominate because these are Old Trafford, but I think Tottenham will frustrate them. But the fact that this game is at Old Trafford and Tottenham, the last win they've got was in 2020 under Jose Mourinho, you know, during pandemic. I mean, Tottenham don't have a good record there. So listen, it's still at Old Trafford, and yeah, when these two faced each other last season, Man United, you know, had 19 shots in the first half, 19. So I don't think it will be the same thing because Ange Postecoglou is doing absolutely well, but I think Man United will just dominate possession a little bit and it'll create chances they would not score, but I think they'll get this win. So, and they have to. They really have to. Otherwise, Everton hangs on to serious pressure. So, for this game on Super Sunday, I'm going to go for a Manchester United win of 2-1. Just about. Because I see both teams scoring, because Tottenham always score goals, but I see Manchester United getting that win. The goals, I'm going to go for Hoyland to score. and maybe Bruno Fernandes for Tottenham Hotspur. I'm gonna go for Richarlison because he's back to goal scoring form. Although Timo Werner could start this game on Sunday or maybe perhaps be on the bench, but we shall wait and see. So we're gonna have to see what happens. But yeah, so yeah, I feel Richarlison will score that one because I know he will start on that game on Sunday. So yeah, Manchester United 2, Tottenham is going to be my prediction for that game on Sunday. Right, guys. So that is all my predictions. So let me go through them one more time. So game week 20, part one. I've gone for Luton Town 2-0 win against Burnley. That's the only Friday night game. Then tomorrow's games, I'm gonna go for 1-1 draw for the West Ham derby at Stamford Bridge between Chelsea and Fulham. Then Saturday night, I've gone for Manchester City 2-1 win against Newcastle in the North East. Then Super Sundays games, I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Villa win against Everton at the Merseyside. The last and not least, I've gone for a big and a huge Manchester United 2-0 win against Tottenham Hotspur in the game of the weekend, a Super Sunday. And yeah, at Old Trafford in Greater Manchester in the northwest of England. So that is it, guys. So that is all my predictions for game week number 20, part one. And like I said, the Premier this weekend is the Premier League winter break. So there's five teams playing this week, like I said, and there's five teams to play next weekend. So that's why teams are getting only two league games. So that's why Chelsea are getting Fulham tomorrow and Liverpool on the 31st because the Premier League winter games and also because the League Cup and the FA Cup as well. So that's why there's going to be less games than that. So there we go. All right, guys. So that is part one. Like I said, don't forget, part two will be coming out next week, Friday. So make sure you don't miss any of that one. And of course, tomorrow I'll be doing a live watch along and the match reaction for Chelsea versus Fulham. Then on Sunday, I'm going to be doing the African Cup of Nations for Nigeria. They're up against who are they up against again? Let me just see. Who've Nigeria got? Is it Ecuador, something like that? I don't think it is, but I'll have a look. Who have they got? Okay, Equatorial Guinea. So yeah, I'm gonna be covering that one on my YouTube channel. So African Combinations content is going live on my channel for the very first time. So make sure you guys don't miss any of that one. Then I wanted to do Manchester United versus Spurs, but since their Clasico is going to be taking place at 7 o'clock for the Super Spanish league replay between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do Spurs versus Manchester United at Old Trafford. So the only games I'm going to be doing is Nigeria. Then at 7 o'clock or before that, I'll be doing the El Clasico Spanish League Cup final. So make sure you guys tune into that one. So there we go. So yeah, guys, this is a short video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Hit the bell notification so that I never miss any of my YouTube content. Give this video a thumbs up, click the like button if you enjoyed it, and also click the share button so that you guys can also give your thoughts and opinions of my predictions. And let me know what's your predictions. Put in the comments down below, and I'll look to them and I'll see if I can react to them as soon as I can. Right, guys. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Catch you guys again tomorrow, and let's just hope Chelsea can get that win. Even though I doubt that to happen. So yeah, there we go. All right, guys. So take care. Goodbye. God bless, and I catch you guys again very soon. Peace.